Yeah, that seems like it was a big mistake. Because now if he has Chord, we die as his last card. So good beats if he has it, but I could have played in a way to prevent him from winning the game. So like he gets another draw here at it, so that's really good for him. And he tapped in a way that he can't populate, I don't think. Sorry, I bumped the mic there. So if he has Chord up, he doesn't have Chord, sweet. Didn't die. So I think we're probably going to win this game. Exile his Eternal Witness here at end step. He appears to be F6, so I'm going to get... nah, I'm not going to be greedy. There's no reason to do that there. The game has ended. He's conceded. Alright, so he came to the conclusion that we were going to win. Which, that was a conclusion I had if we got to untap that turn. Fulminator seems not great. Sin Collector, I think it's fine in the regular mirror. I think it's also fine in this mirror because... especially because he has Ghost Away. He can quarter to populate. He already had a basic planes in play. I'd be pretty surprised if he had 2 planes in a 75. I like additional spell skites in the mirror because the Path to Exile is their best removal. I think Helix is good. I'm not going to bring in the Pride Mage. You could have something weird like Worship and we can get punished for not having it, but I think we're up a game and the Pride Mage is not good enough in general that I'm okay cutting it. So I got 3 more cuts here. I think Pontiff is good enough in the mirror to leave in. Any other suggestions where we want to cut here? Most of these cards seem reasonable. I think I want the removal and all of these. Voice was nuts that game, like forcing them to play on their turn. Being able to accelerate in the mirror is pretty important. I could see... I think I'd want to trim Bird before Wall of Roots. Ryan, how do we feel about cutting acceleration in the mirror? That's got to be wrong, right? Like, being ahead on mana is pretty important. Yeah, and actually, we're bringing in Armageddon, so, like, having more mana guys seems really good if we're bringing in the Geddon. Cut Wall of Omens. I can see Wall of Omens being less than good. That could be the cut. How do we feel about cutting Wall of Omens, Ryan? At least one? Let's cut at least one. You know, Lark's like this sweet value creature, but like our creatures really aren't dying. I'm gonna cut the Lark. I think that's fine. These are mana wars, bring stuff to kill his guys. Yeah, we're bringing in the Helixes. So like all of this is staying for sure. I think I'm gonna cut the Lark. And remember, we're playing 61, so I need to cut one more card here. Maybe Sin Collector's not good enough. Collector might not be good enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut that. That's slow. I'd rather have a wall than a Sin Collector, I think. Just like having a 2-drop's important. I think this is the configuration. I got 20 seconds. Chime up in chat if you think of anything otherwise. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'll give it the max time here. I think this configuration is mostly optimal, though. The problem is, like, Sin Collector is probably just going to miss a high percentage of the time. I guess it has, like, 11 targets. I like that Voice makes them interact on their turn. Like, it puts them into awkward situations. And, like, the elemental tokens, like, are the reason we won that last game because we were forcing him to interact on our turn. So I think Voice is reasonable to keep. Yeah, Sand seems great. We've got interaction, we've got acceleration, we've got a chord. Since the beginning of the year, I've been doing all of my streams with commentary and a webcam, so get a little bit better reception with that. Welcome everyone to the stream tonight. So you got a bunch of new follows. I appreciate that. If you like Constructed Magic, be sure to give the stream a follow. Play a lot of Modern here. Oh man, he's got the nut draw. Okay, I could see, I like Wall of Omens in this matchup, so I could see maybe cutting the third voice for a Sin Collector or a Wall of Omens. Alright, Witness isn't the worst. All right, I think. God, not having to confirm that is so frustrating. I know it's going to cost me a game at some point. Less confirms are. Oh, well then. He missed a land drop, so I was just going to play the wall, but Helix Your Bird sounds great. Get wrecked, buddy. Good feeling. Very good feeling. I'm going to leave this uncracked in case we draw Courser. I boarded out my Pontiff. Or I boarded out my Fulminator Mage. Otherwise, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and chord for Fulminator and kill his Temple Garden. So I think I'm just going to play Forest and return Helix here. We've got plenty of land, so we don't really need to rebuy the fetch land. We're probably gonna use this mana at this point, so I'm just gonna crack this now instead of holding it in case we draw Courser. Containment Priest is not modern legal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we can play this. We can there's no point in attacking, so we can chord for Resto and then untap chord for Kiki. Yeah, man, you got it. That's sweet. So now he doesn't even have path up, so he should just be dead. Chord for 4. Get Resto. Blink my Witness. Get back my chord. So opponent kept a speculative hand, land mana dork on the play with a cantrip, and got punished for it. We drew a Helix and killed his mana guy. Chord for Kiki. Start comboing. Opponent be real dead. Alright, we're on a quick commercial while we find another match here. Thanks for hanging out here tonight, folks. Appreciate the new follows. We're going to play some Kiki Core for the next hour or two. I mean, I'm hardly the first person to put Kiki, Jiki, and Restoration Angel in the same deck together. Like, the basis of this deck is kind of similar to the old Kiki pod decks that were played back in the day when pod was legal. So, like, the original homage to the deck is that, obviously. Yep, the commercials don't plan everything, so turns out you can replace pod with. Well, I mean, like, and this deck is far more of a fair magic deck than the Kiki pod deck was. Like, the Kiki pod deck was very much of a combo deck. All right, we're paired. Battle. I would like to play first. Keep. This ain't sweet. Not a ton of interaction, but powerful. I think the black-white deck is great. Probably going to play it in Columbus this weekend at the Open. Hunt Master of the Fells is much worse than PN Corindalar. That's how I feel about Hunt Master of the Fells. If we don't draw land next turn, I'm probably going to fetch Stomping Ground and Witness back my fetch land. The John matchup's reasonable for this deck. Alright, we hit the land. I'm going to ship with Scoos here and see what happens. Probably just going to take 2. I think I'm just going to play the Courser out. Yeah, let's just play this out. Ship back. Opponent's playing a bunch of basic planes and passings, so... Howdy, RDK3. Atlanta was reasonable. That's annoying. Don't take my Courser away. Rude. This is the reason why to wait until you draw a card. Probably gonna get, he's probably playing like some one of those weird processor decks. I think I'm just playing Windswept Teeth since he knows about it. I'm gonna run the chump check here. This also encourages him to attack with the Fiend Hunter next turn. So no blocks, which is sweet. So we got free 2 points of damage and encourages him to attack into my Restoration Angel. I mean, Blue-Eye Red Kiki and this deck are different types of decks, so. Come on, attack me. Yeah, got it. Alright, so probably the no confirmation. I'm just going to complain about that all night. Like, fair warning, I'm going to complain about no confirmation on the fetch lands all night. So, probably has a path here, but that's fine. We're still going to untap the Scavenging Ooze and block and not take a damage at least. And on the event he doesn't have a path, we get to gobble up this Fiend Hunter and just, like, get our Courser back. Alright. I'm going to double block in case he has something weird. Sure, man. You got it. You used to click on the fetch land and then click on a second thing. So now if you like accidentally click the fetch land, it just cracks the fetch right away. There's no confirmation. There used to be a confirmation there. All right. So at some point drawing a spell would be nice. I don't think I want to play the Witness out until we have something better than a fetch land to get with it. Kalitas is reasonable. It's a good Magic card. Gonna get Leonin Arbiter. That's annoying. It's unfortunate we don't have anything in our graveyard because this triggers when it leaves play. So, want to buy one spell. I'm sure we're going to draw like a Bird of Paradise now, but like, we're actually not in that bad of a spot here, so. Thalia, sure. Wall is actually a great draw. I'm not going to tap the Mountain because if we draw PN Kryn, I want to cast it. We drew a chord. Alright, so we play this. We can chord for, remember this costs 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We can chord for 3. I'm going to go ahead and crack this now and get a forest. That might have been wrong. I'm going to go ahead and ship back. Is there any 3-drop I really want to get? I don't think so. If he attacks in here, we could chord for Pontiff. Nassif was playing a budget version of my deck, and MJ was playing one of my lists at some point. So we're going to go block, and then chord for Pontiff, I think. So we're going to go block. Actually, let's go block, and then chord for Pontiff, because Pontiff is going to kill Thalia here. So this is gonna kill this Fiend Hunter with the 2 points of damage from the Skoos here. He could have like a Mind Sensor. Yeah, we're gonna get Mind Censored. That's unfortunate. Alright, 4 cards hit a 1, 2, or 3-drop. Well, we hit another Scavenging Ooze, so we got that going for us, I guess. That's unfortunate. So if he hadn't drawn Mind Sensor that turn, we would have been in a pretty good spot. And into Leonin Arbiter. Great. Alright, so we got a bunch of Witnesses. Yeah, nice Collected Company, right? Like, see, that's why Collected Company is a trash Magic card, because you just